Well, good afternoon to you. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi, y'all. So, yeah. I don't know why I comb my hair. I don't really have a lot of hair there, huh? Anyway, Wednesday. Williams Wednesday. Welcome to another Williams Wednesday edition. Williams Wednesday. Williams Musk. Of the Shaving with Fuzzy show. Yeah. So, this will be number 7 in a row on work, which is, I don't do it very often, but it's not really phenomenal. There's people that work these plant turnarounds that do a whole lot more, and we're going to be doing a whole lot more, but that's okay too. So it's Wednesday. We're going to use vintage Williams today. I didn't use the scuttle to soak the brush like I sometimes do. It's just in the sink. But anyway, we got our old Foley scuttle and our modern vintage, not modern. The vintage is over there. Modern is over there. So we got vintage Williams, and we're going to use the smaller brush here, the Smog 208, because it'll work good with the scuttle. And we're going to finish up with Aqua Velva Musk because it's just really good stuff. Barbasol made a musk. As a matter of fact, I've got about that much left in a bottle, and I wish they still made it because I enjoy this stuff too. But anyway, so we're going to use the Aqua Velva Musk today. It's good stuff. Now for a razor, we're going to use one of my little fun razors. I talk about technique trumps tools, is the saying from over at the 30-day club, 30-day crew over at the Shave Den. So every once in a while we prove that fact. So what I have here is a Schick Model G. And when I bought it and it came in, I noticed it had the guard cut off of it. There's no safety bar there. It's just a blade sticking out. And that is the most aggressive Schick I own, probably. Well, no probably about it. You want to talk about aggressive, there's no blade grab. It's the blade in your face. People do that with double-edged, the Vette. I call this the Injecta-vette. And like I said, I didn't make it, but bought it. Showed up that way, and it's like, I can shave with that. I've seen people shave with D-vettes. I'll shave with it. So I did. And I keep it around. And it's a fun shave. Very fun shave. Nice, close. Alright, well, we'll get to that in half a second. Moving right along, let's get us some lather loaded here. Now, I took a shot across the bow of a guy on the Shave Den last night, probably because I was a little cranky more than anything. But he was talking about when he was making lather with a certain soap, Chlor I think it was, that you needed a big bowl and you needed to go slow because you didn't want the friction of the bowl around to cause the soap to foam up too soon. And I called him on it. And it's lathering soap. And it was a good German soap. I've got some Chlor. Some of the Chlor cabinet. I don't think they make it anymore. Although I've been told they make a different version. It's pretty much the same soap. But anyway, it's a really good soap. I mean, really, you're not rocket scientists, folks. It's not rocket scientists. All right. Anyway, I'm sure I ticked him off, and some other people are going to come in and, what works for one might not work for the other. Your mileage might vary. That's a favorite of mine. Your mileage might vary. Whatever. Just lather and soap. All right. Here we go. Boy, doesn't that vintage Williams look nice? The reason it looks nice, it is. Alright. So another argument I've gotten, or discussion, it's not arguments, discussion I've gotten into lately is talking about new people and blade samplers packs. Let's get the shave started and I'll tell you my thoughts on that. So we got, actually just put a new blade in here. It's got a new Schick blade. I don't think these blades are that old. They came in with a lot of other razors that I bought off eBay here a while back. I got a couple of those dispensers and they still have some blades in them, so yeah, we'll shave with them. So it's got a fresh blade in it. So the thing to remember about shaving with something like this is the same thing to remember about shaving with any other safety razor. Angle and pressure. Nothing to it. That is so smooth. Of course, we're just shaving off a day's growth. Not like we're doing the woolly boogie that we're having to shave off. But, you know, your hands and your arm and everything will remember the angle. Muscle memory, right? And all you gotta do is have a soft touch. Don't need pressure. Alright, so there we go with a brand new Schick blade. Schick G, Injecta-vette. No safety bar. Very, very, very nice shave. I'm telling you. Just a lot of fun. So, you know, new guys show up and invariably, first thing they want to do is start jumping across gear and blades and stuff because there's so much of it out there and they see all of us talking about how fun it is, and it is. And then people start recommending, well, why don't you buy a blade pack, and why don't you try this blade, and why don't you try that blade. That's like telling somebody that's just started driving, why don't you go put this tire on, why don't you go put that tire on, why don't you change to this guy, why don't you change to that. If you don't know how to drive, you're not going to know, you're not going to care about the tires. The tires don't make a difference when you're learning to drive. Unless you're learning to drive on, you know, ice or something. But we're talking about learning to drive. What gas you're running in the car ain't going to matter when you're learning to drive. When you're learning to shave, first thing you need to do, learn to shave. Get a razor. Get some blades that are sharp. Most are. And learn to shave. Get a soap that you can lather. Learn to shave. People go and tell them, oh, you need to go change to this blade. Well, this razor is not working very good and I'm having problems because it's pulling when I go through my beard and I'm going to change razors. It's not going to do you any good. I'm going to change blades. Not going to do you any good. Now, that's assuming that you don't have any defective equipment. The blades are sharp enough. Some brands aren't when you buy them. There's some of those Chinese blades I've heard of that, you know, you couldn't shave the top off a warm butter stick with when they're brand new. That's not what we're talking about. But anyway, that's kind of been my last couple of discussions online. As you notice, since we've been talking with the Injecta-vette here, it's just shaving. Light touch, good angle, and we've done our width of grain, and here we are going back on our across the grain. We'll go back up here like we do sometimes. Now, one thing to watch out for, and I'm surprised I hadn't got a few specks of blood, is the corners of the blade. If you try to make you one of these, you have to be really wary of the corners of the blade digging in. Don't let the corner of the blade bite you. Easy pressure, nice flat angle, you'll be fine. But that is definitely something that will get you is the corner and give you a corner scrape. Just like if you load the lather catcher and let a corner stick out without checking it. I've already admitted to doing that before. Come on, it happens. Alrighty, let's get this dried off. So I could probably count this as a straight razor shave almost and not do our third pass, but we're going to. That is such a nice shave. Amazing how nice these things shave like that. It's just a blade on a handle. Safety bars. We don't need no stinking safety bars. Alright. We put a little witch hazel. We can feel where we might need a little touch up, and pretty much it's the same it always is. So we're going to come down in front of here. Clean our jawline up some. Down in front of the ear here. And we're going to come under. And do that. So, you know, new people getting into this, and they're learning the ropes, and suggest maybe that they learn to use the tools before they start swapping things around. Seriously. Telling the new guy that he's going to benefit from swapping blades. There are differences in blades. There's different coatings. There's a little bit different grinds. I've even been told that there's a little bit different widths on the blades. It ain't enough difference to matter, folks. It's really not. Good technique makes up for all that. So instead of telling them, hey, why don't you go change everything around, and yeah, if you know, you're hitting a curve when you're driving down the road because you haven't learned to keep the car go straight, put different tires on. No, not going to help you out any until you learn to hold the car down the road. Now, if you have a tire that's damaged, if you have a tire that's low, if you have a tire that's bald, that's different. That's defective equipment. And we're not talking about defective equipment. We're talking about functional equipment. I shouldn't have to put that in there, but I do because I'll invariably hear, well, you know, yeah, whatever. So, there's an Injecta-vette shave. An Injecta-vette. Like a shavette, but it's made out of an injector. Oh, that smells good. Feels good going on. Got that little sting in places. I always love that about a good aftershave. So there we go. Look at there. No blood. Nothing. Just a really, really nice shave for Wednesday night at work. So there's your Williams Wednesday. How you like it? I got to talking. I'm coffee deprived. Talking and shaving. Shaving and talking. Yeah. Got it done. There we go. Alright, well, I'm going to clean up and get dressed for work. Get my brush dried up. Get my razor washed off and cleaned up. Cause ain't no need leaving that stuff sitting around all dirty. That's just part of the show, right? Gotta do it. You have a great day wherever you are. Look, feel free to comment. You don't have to agree with me in the comments. Usually people don't agree with me. But, you know, jump in. If it's your first time to comment and you don't want to comment because you don't agree, don't let that stop you. Jump in. Let's see what you got to say. All right, y'all have a great day. And wherever you are, happy shaves to you. Thank you.